8 or 24?
Number 8. 24 was more challenging.
How you guys doing? I'm your host of Product of Poverty's Environment, the Chuck Paul. Episode 127, Boy Math, Girl Math. I hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. I hope you guys are enjoying the start of your week. Well, kind of started your week because it says Tuesday, Titty Tuesday for that matter, if some of you forgot. One of the best days of the week because we got Titty Tuesday. We got Taco Tuesday. We got, damn, what else goes on Tuesday? I guess if you watch wrestling, NXT, that's going on Tuesday. What did I do this past weekend? I think I just chilled in the crib. I relaxed. We will talk about the fight that happened this weekend in Las Vegas. We will talk more about this. But we're gonna talk about Brittany Renner as well. We're gonna talk about some NBA stuff because Media Day was yesterday. Yes, let's get right to it. I was on Twitter the other day, and X, whatever you want to call it, and the whole girl math thing was going on. I had no idea what it was, or the boy math. I think I caught on to it too late, because then it became a battle of the hurt, a battle of the toxic. Everyone using different scenarios to equate what boy math and girl math is. But let me give you an idea what the girl math thing is, okay? Let me find a couple of posts for you guys. Okay. Girl math is calories don't count when you're on your period. Another one is, hold on. There were some decent ones. Girl math, if I don't spend enough to get free shipping, I'm losing money. Girl math is not taking pain meds when you have cramps to see how long you can take the pain for, and if you take the meds, it means you're weak. Girl math is taking an entire shower just to wash your face because it's easier. And then I think, it got kinda out of hand. I'm gonna read you some boy math. Yeah, it gets kinda messy. Boy math is thinking marriage has more serious consequences than having a child with someone. Boy math is being scared that women are going to use you for money that you don't have. Boy math is saying women are too emotional for positions of power and then punching holes in walls when you're mad. Yeah. Twitter stuff. And then it got me thinking on some real math, because Shannon Sharp had Brittany Renner on his podcast Club Shay Shay, and they were talking about a myriad of things. One of the things that was interesting, they were talking about body counts. Now, you might be asking me, what are body counts? Body counts is pretty much when you ask your mate or somebody, how many people have they slept with? Now, this is a question that I avoid asking women, because you don't want to know how many people your woman slept with. Because to me, it boils down to two things: how many she slept with, and who did she let sleep with her. Those are two separate things. There are women who will sleep with anyone who has money, and there's women who will sleep with anybody. And there's women who will just sleep with someone who they genuinely like, or when they're in a relationship. Three separate things, you know what I'm saying? But Shannon Sharp asked Brittany Renner, what's her body count? And she said 35. And I've even heard women friends tell me this: the number you get, you got to times that by 2 or 3. And she is like, what, 30 something right now? And let's assume she started having sex at 18. Hold on. Matter of fact, let me get her actual age. She's 31 years old. So Brittany Renner's 31 years old. She's had 35 partners, she said. So let's say she started having sex at 18, right? So she was sexually active for 13 years. We divide 35 by 13. That's pretty much like, 2 people per year, 2.5. Ain't bad, whatever, Every 6 months, you might switch it up. But now, let's say that 35 is really times 3. That's 105. And let's divide that by 13. That's 8 dudes a year. So pretty much you smash the new dude every month. Now here's the thing. Who am I to judge or ask or believe someone over their body count? First of all, I don't have to, but guess what? When you put your things on TV and the internet or social media, I can come up to whatever conclusions I want. So so we just talking here, fam. We family. We've been talking on this here on YouTube for a good 2.5 years, right? So this is the same person who said, if you want to get some money, sleep with an athlete and get pregnant because they're dumb. This is also the same person on the same show who said she slept with 3 men within 24 hours and all she got was a yeast infection. It could have been worse. So, why would I believe someone only had 35 partners when they pretty much told me they slept with 3 people in one day? And like I said, if it's 35, and let's assume you started at 18, you were smashing 2 dudes a year. But you smashed 3 dudes in one day. Interesting. And then I see another post by somebody that said real men don't care about body counts. Well, the same real men just want to fuck too. They just want to be another guy on that list. I mean, guys wife hoes all the time, So yeah, that is true. A dude, possibly don't care. But guess what? Someone who actually has values and self-esteem doesn't want someone who done smashed everyone. And a lot of the times too, women will say this too. They'll look at someone that you have smashed in the past and be like, ew, you laid down with that person? Because there's dudes who I wouldn't sleep with the women that they've had just off the strength of them. Like, that dude Dusty, like, she slept with him? I don't even want her no more. Hell, there's a girl I know. She's always talking about how she got dudes in her DM, this, that, and the fourth. I've seen the last 2-3 dudes she messed with, and I was like, God damn, I'm glad I let her go. Because I wouldn't want to be on that list of dirtbag bum, then you got me. Nah, I'm good. But yeah, body counts do matter. I'm sorry. Like, one time when me and my son's mother were together over 18 years ago, she was telling me some of her scenarios or whatever with some dudes, and I was like, oh my God. If I would have known, I would have never made you my one and only. So, fellas, don't ever ask a woman's body count. Because 1, she's more likely lying, and 2, you really don't want to know. And I will tell you right now, mine is way lower than 35. I'm more of a quality over quantity kind of guy. Like, when I'm not in a relationship, I'll be sleeping with a girl damn near a whole year before I move on to something else. That's just me. That is just me. Moving right along, yesterday, NBA Media Day was yesterday. Whew. I am so happy because that just means the NBA season is closer to starting. And it starts in about 3 weeks, October 24th. I cannot wait. But a few things we will discuss. Jimmy Butler and his new haircut. It seems like there's a running thing that he does now. Last year he had the faux locks. And he shaved his face. He's looking crazy. This year he has the emo look. I'm gonna show you the picture right here. He has the little swoop. You know, got the golf look going. You know, this is Dark Jimmy. Look like he should be saying, "I wanna kill my mom. I wanna kill my dad." Looks like one of them kids right there. That's what Jimmy Butler's looking like. But besides that, he's kind of salty because Damian Lillard was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks. Yes, he was. The Portland Trailblazers traded Damian Lillard to the Milwaukee Bucks in a 3-team trade that included the Phoenix Suns. The Blazers received Drew Holiday, DeAndre Ayton, and Tamani Camara, Milwaukee's 2029 unprotected first-round draft pick, and an unprotected Milwaukee swap rights in 2028 and 2030. Also, the Suns received Yusuf Nurkic, Grayson Allen, Nasir Little, and Keon Johnson as part of the trade package. Then, the Bucks weren't finished. The Blazers weren't finished. They had traded Drew Holiday to the Boston Celtics for Robert Williams and Malcolm Brogdon. They're saying that they might trade Malcolm Brogdon. I think this is a dope trade. Everybody wanted this trade except for Miami, because Miami wasn't trying to give them an all-star. That's what they said they wanted. They got one in Drew Holiday. They was able to flip him and get Malcolm Brogdon. They got DeAndre Ayton from the Phoenix Suns. He didn't play a major role there, but he was trying to get out of there for like the last 2 years. He was visibly upset when they matched his contract when he signed the offer sheet with the Indiana Pacers last offseason. I think this would be a good start for DeAndre Ayton. The Blazers look good. You still have Giannis this year. You still have Chris Middleton on the Bucks. You still have Brook Lopez, aka Splash Mountain. I believe they still have Bobby Portis as well. So that's a great look for Milwaukee. I'm excited to see what they do. And Philadelphia still didn't make no moves. James Harden did not show up to media day yesterday. He did not show for practice today in Colorado State. They're saying that he might show up later on this year. Later on today. And we don't know if there's any traction for him still being traded to his destination, the Los Angeles Clippers. We don't know. Because who are they going to send? I read some reports. Matter of fact, I seen a comment underneath on Woj's post on IG from Mike Greenberg from ESPN. He said, look, trade him for whatever you can get and let him be someone else's problem. And that's for real right now, because you don't know what you're going to get. You know what he's going to do when he's angry. James Harden, he requests trades. He comes to camp unprepared, unmotivated, overweight. Yeah, it's going to look nasty, man. I've seen some of the Lakers media day. LeBron saying that AD is the leader of the team. He's the franchise player. We shall see if street clothes will live up to that, because we all know he does not play a lot of games because of injury. Injuries happen. But it's like it's always something, It's always something. He signed that extension, so hey, we shall see. We shall see what happens with that. Also, this past weekend, Saul Canelo Alvarez went head-on against Jermell Charlo. Sorry about that, police outside driving around. I'm out West Philly. Shit happens. But yeah, Saul Canelo Alvarez went up against Jermell Charlo, and you knew he wasn't playing no games when he came out to hold on, let me find these dudes' name, because I've been listening to this particular song for a minute. Santa Fe Clan featuring Tornillo. What's the song called? Por Mi Mexico. Oh man, Mexican trap music. These dudes came out. Canelo was like, yeah, I'm on that cartel gang time right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he spanked Jermell Charlo's boots. He whooped him out. He didn't beat him bloody the way that Bud beat Spence, but Canelo won every round convincingly. just straight up walking up to him. Boom, boom. Body shots, arm shots, jabs to the face. There was not one memorable Charlo hit or nothing like that. And at the end of the fight, he said, I didn't get knocked out. He did knock him down. I didn't get knocked out. I'm still undisputed in my division, He was just happy surviving. And as soon as, me and my cousin were having this conversation during the fight, he had said this. Hold on. No, my bad. Terrence Bud Crawford had this to say about Charlo via Twitter. This was pretty. I'm gonna pull up the first tweet. He said, "Twin Charlo, you went out sad. Didn't even try to win. All you did was try to survive. You should be ashamed of yourself." Okay, y'all, I'm over Twin Charlo. He's no longer on my hit list. He went out there and laid down and let Canelo spank him like he was his daddy with no type of resistance. Congratulations, Canelo. You made the so-called lion look like a baby cub. Woo! And this was, and Bud said this after Charlo was saying that he would like to fight Bud. Dog, you just lost convincingly. You're in no position to call nobody out for a fight. Hell, your brother was supposed to fight Canelo. Now I see why he didn't fight Canelo. And if he does fight Canelo, I think he might get spanked even worse. And I think Bud would spank Jamal Charlo as well. Hell, Jamal Charlo, he need to fight Caleb Plant. He's doing interviews about why he smacked the taste out of his mouth. So allegedly we should be getting the Bud Spence fight in December. We shall see. I guess if not December, early January. Who knows? But that's something to look out for, man. Yeah, Bud, yeah. He let him know. Also, Canelo landed 134 punches. Charlo only landed 71. Canelo threw 385 punches, and Charlo threw 398. Jesus. Whew. Yeah, it's over for Charlo in my opinion. He better off just fighting whoever in his division. Don't move up no more. Sorry, bro. It is what it is. And I gotta do a power recap. Man, oh man, this episode was called Crown Vic, and it got messy. Now, Claudia and Vic are scheming and trying to get their Daz business and whatnot, take over the business, but they want to eliminate their father. And you guys remember last episode when D-Mac killed the cop that was extorting Diamond, but didn't know he was a cop. So I'm gonna tell you what happened pretty much. So the dude that made the deal with Paulie to give Claudia's pops more time to pay off the Irish or whatever, they was in cahoots with Vic and Claudia to set up their pops. The kill was gonna happen at 9 o'clock. Vic was supposed to go there and make sure his dad was there. But when Vic left to go to his pop's house, Claudia got a call from the dude who's gonna go bring his guys to kill her pops. That the hit was gonna go down at 8:30. She never told Vic because she wanted Vic to get killed too. Vic went there. He seen Paulie. It was like, oh shit, why is Paulie here? Paulie was supposed to be there because remember, Paulie got fired. So the pop seen dudes swarming the house via the security footage. So they go to some room or whatever with all types of artillery, all types of guns and grenade launchers, all types of shit. No vests. The three of them go out there. And you got Paulie thinking this is freaking Call of Duty. Look how he's freaking out there. White shirt, able to be seen. No vest. Long story short, Paulie gets clipped. The pops end up getting killed by Vic after the pops kills the main dude who was sent to kill him. shot him once, then blew his head off. Then Vic went back home. Well, the Claudia's crib was like, yo, why were they there so early? Why were they there at 8:30? The dude that was still there after he was smashing Claudia's nasty ass, didn't even wipe, had nut all dripping down her leg probably. He was like, yo, I told her it was 8:30. She was like, oh, he's lying, and killed him immediately. Vic knew what's up. He walked off or whatever. He went back to the police and said, yeah, I'm willing to snitch. So yeah, Vic is snitching. As far as D-Mac, he disobeyed Tommy. He left the house when he wasn't supposed to. So guess what Tommy and his dad did? Sent him to some school in the boonies. But here's the thing. Tommy didn't tell his mom they did that. They just said, we got rid of him. So she thinks they killed him. I don't know why. Then she goes upstairs and starts doing that nose candy again. Oh, I forgot to mention, Jannard the junkie is really on that shit. Diamond welcomed him back to CBI. He later on and went and got high in some dude's car and took the dope in his arm instead of his nose. So now he's really going to be hooked. So we got to see what happens with that next episode. Oh man, what did we just cover? A little bit of boy math, girl math, a little bit of Brittany Renner, some NBA stuff. Oh, the Canelo fight, Jesus Christ, power. Before I let go, I'm gonna start doing this every episode now. I'm gonna go over my favorite memes and Twitter posts. So right now, we're gonna talk about these King of Queens posts. Oh, this one right here resonates with me. Me with the girl who yells at me. Oh, my fiance, Jesus Christ sometimes. Me with my girl after she told all her friends she's done with me. I'm quite sure she probably told some folks back in the day she's never gonna be with me again, you know, but I've told folks that too, and yeah, look at us. Doug and Carrie. Oh, there's another funny one. Me and Babe after the Music Soul Child concert. Smack me if you ever see me wearing one of these hats. Oh, this is my favorite one. You're too old to be a wrestling fan. Me. I'm getting my belts this year. Getting both the straps. Yeah. Like I always say, like, share, subscribe, comment, and remember, she ain't for matrimony. She's for the mattress, homie. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace out. FTP, for the people. Fuck the police. File transfer protocol. All that shit. It's in the shop.